Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm Barry Kaplan, a proud member and past president of the WJCS board. I'm joined tonight by my co-chair for this evening and for every evening, Ricky. Each year, Ricky and I look forward to this gala where we hear stories that really illuminate the incredible impact of this organization.
And I know I speak for both of us, which I often do, when I say how proud we are to be co-chairing this event. And we really are very proud to be associated with this evening. We feel very strongly about making this evening a success, and it's already a success just looking at this room.
I'm Mira Fleisch, and I'm also a proud WJCS board member. I'm here with my husband, Tom. Both of us have long appreciated what a critical resource WJCS is to the Westchester community.
We're all committed to supporting WJCS and to honoring Joel and Gillian, who are so deserving of tonight's recognition.
I'm Mindy Feldman, also a proud WJCS board member. Thank you for being here to support the only WJCS fundraiser of the year. My husband Andrew feels as strongly as I do about WJCS's mission.
These are uncertain times for sure, and in many ways, nonprofits are facing more than their share of this uncertainty. Tonight's program will highlight some examples of the transformative power of the work of WJCS. To begin the program, we proudly introduce the CEO of WJCS, Seth Diamond.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Good evening. As Andrew said, my name is Seth Diamond, and it's a privilege to welcome you to the 2025 Westchester Jewish Community Services Gala. Tonight, we celebrate the critical work WJCS does every day, and we proudly honor Joel Beckman and Gillian Rittmaster, two individuals whose contributions to our community inspire us all. This evening, as we gather in longer days of sunlight and look forward to joyful days ahead, we come together at a time when the world around us feels unstable. So much that we used to take for granted is now uncertain. Uncertain whether central parts of our government funding will remain intact. Uncertain whether the people we serve will be supported no matter what challenges they face or who they love. Anxious about the skyrocketing acts of anti-Semitism. For the people we serve, the ground beneath them seems to shift constantly, making it difficult to feel secure or hopeful. In this time of uncertainty, WJCS is proud to be a beacon of light. We're a lifeline to those suffering from trauma with nowhere else to turn, a source of belonging for young adults on the autism spectrum, desperate to feel a part of a community. A safe harbor for children and teens who suffered through years of COVID-related isolation. Compassionate presence for Holocaust survivors wanting connection and a more hopeful world for their grandchildren and great-grandchildren. We are there for all of them and so many more in need of our support. Some of you may have read recently about Rose Giron, a Buchenwald survivor who lived to be 113. When asked about the secrets to long life, she said one was dark chocolate. So let's make sure we all indulge tonight. The second was to live every day with purpose. The extraordinary people of WJCS do that, live every day with purpose. I know we have WJCS staff with us this evening, and I invite them to stand so we can thank them for their dedication. We are honoring two people this evening who've lived their life with purpose and whose work continues to bring light to the world. Joel Beckman has been a steadfast advocate for WJCS, serving on our board and contributing his expertise to numerous committees, including Children and Youth Services, Budget and Finance, and one devoted to our organizational culture. His leadership and philanthropy extend far beyond WJCS, touching families in Budapest, college students in the Ukraine, and law students here at home. In the spirit of philanthropy and support that Joel and his wife Shari nurtured took root in their children, Stephen and Jake, something you'll see this evening. Gillian Rittmaster has spent her career ensuring that individuals and families navigating critical illness, caregiving, and bereavement receive the care and guidance they need. I was privileged to work with Gillian at WJCS, where as Executive Director of Jewish Programs and Health and Healing Services, she led the Holocaust Survivor Program, Caregiver Support Services, Bereavement Services, and spearheaded mental health and wellness services for over 25 Westchester Jewish institutions. We're incredibly fortunate that through her consulting work, Gillian remains attached to WJCS, always supporting the well-being of our community. I also want to thank each of you for your generosity and support, which allow us to deliver the high-quality programs our community depend on. You rise to every challenge, and we know we can continue to count on you. We cannot do the work we do without you. Because of you, we see light even in the darkness. I want to mention two other reasons for optimism. First, we recently affiliated with the Family Services Society of Yonkers. FSSY is also deeply invested in serving vulnerable members of our community, and we're honored to be together as one agency. Second, we are thrilled to have Amanda Garfinkel join us as our new Chief Advancement Officer. I know many of you already know Amanda through her work with UJA. It's wonderful to have her as part of WJCS, and we all look forward to working with her. I also want to thank Bruce Fryer, who's ending his term as president in June. Bruce has been an outstanding leader of WJCS, someone who has the right wisdom, always expressed beautifully, for every situation. He has tirelessly supported the staff of WJCS, sometimes stopping by unannounced just to offer encouragement. It's been a privilege to work with Bruce, who's a wonderful support and a true friend. Thank you, Bruce. Our heartfelt gratitude this evening to our Gala co-chairs, Mindy and Andrew Feldman, absolutely, Mira and Tom Fleisch, and Ricky and Barry Kaplan, whose leadership has helped make this evening a success. We're grateful to the WJCS Board, UJA Federation of New York, to our philanthropic foundations, corporate business partners, government agencies, and to all our volunteers. Special thanks to the elected officials who joined us earlier, including County Executive Jenkins, Chair Gadat Vashti, Minority Leader Kunzani, James Nolan, Nancy Barr, David Imamura, and Judah Holstein. At WJCS, we help those frozen by trauma, fear, and uncertainty find their way forward. With your help, we transform lives, allowing new, hopeful stories to take root. But we cannot do this alone. We need you, your voice, your support, your commitment. Together, we can ensure that WJCS continues to be a beacon of light. Let us move forward with purpose, resilience, and a belief that the work we do today will shape a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for your support, and enjoy the evening. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite WJCS board member Stephen Beckman and one of our honorees, and former Chief Development Officer Susan Lewin to the stage to host the always memorable, always meaningful Gift for Good auction.
All right, how we doing? Thank you, Seth. That was beautiful. And thank you to the event chairs and everybody for being here. Hi, everyone. My name is Steve Beckman. Can you guys hear me okay? Thrilled to be here with you all tonight. Before we get started with Give for Good, I just want to say what an honor it is to be up here with Susan, our previous WJCS development officer and constant Give for Good aficionado. It feels really great to get the band back together, so good to be here. I also want to say what an honor it is to be up here on behalf of the WJCS board. And I also want to say what an honor it is to serve on that board with my dad, Joel Beckman, who, as you know, is being honored tonight. I truly would not be here tonight if not for my dad. It wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't have been born. My mom played a role in that process as well. But I also wouldn't be here tonight if not for my dad, because it's been his values, his commitment to helping those in need, his dedication, and his deep moral compass that have shaped me in so many ways and have been passed on l'dor v'dor. And I know that these same qualities inspire so many people here tonight as well. Okay, I'm going to go on a brief tangent for a second, but please bear with me. My dad and I have recently been learning about Musar, which is a Jewish spiritual practice. And I was struck by something that I wanted to share. Musar teaches us that the purpose of a human's life is to be holy. Our goal is to become as spiritually refined and as elevated as possible. This is rooted in the Torah, which says, "You shall be holy." But there's another way that Musar describes our purpose and goal in life. It says that when all is said and done, holiness and wholeness and any other elevated idea of the spiritual goal come down to a simple Yiddish notion. You are supposed to be a mensch, which means a decent human being. Musar says this one Yiddish word conveys the full measure of the integrity, the honor, and the respect that a person can hope for in this life. Well, Dad, I know that everyone in this room would agree that you are the definition of a mensch. So, on that note, I want to encourage everyone to embrace their inner menshiness as we kick off Give for Good. So, what is Give for Good, you may be asking? I'm glad you asked. Well, Give for Good is a very special crowdfunding feature of our gala, which allows you to all directly invest in the WJCS programs that truly change lives in ways that we'll show you tonight. Give for Good has been so popular over the years, and we've always seen such tremendous generosity in this room. So there was a lot of excitement to bring it back again. Give for Good is a team effort. All of us here tonight can directly impact our neighbors who are supported by WJCS, just when they need it the most. So please follow your heart as Susan and I lead you in the opportunity to directly support WJCS programs for our neighbors right here in Westchester who need our help. Some of you may have participated in auctions or raffles at other gala events, and many of you have participated here. So you know that this is not a traditional auction in many ways. So, in fact, it's actually quite the opposite. This is Give for Good. Everyone has an opportunity to do good by supporting services that are offered by WJCS. There can't be too many people who will purchase the same item. Everybody's a winner. It's going to be interactive, so to participate, please take out the sheet with your Give number from behind your name tag. This is how we can easily identify you. I'm going to pause to let you guys find your numbers. Let me know when you're done. All right, if you don't have a number, please raise your hand and a staff member will come over you to give you one, or we'll just assume that you've bid on everything.
One or the other.
One or the other. So yeah, Susan, you want to share a little bit more?
Yeah, so thank you. Take a look at the frames on your table, and you'll see that we have highlighted 4 programs to be included tonight in our Give for Good auction. So open your hearts, decide which items you would like to purchase and how many. You'll see we're featuring 4 programs at varying giving levels: mental health services, supports for LGBTQ+ youth and their families, a Jewish friendship club for young adults with special needs, and community residences where individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities live with WJCS for life. So if you raise your bid number, for example, we will understand, I want to help uninsured or underinsured people get the therapy they need for $2,500. And we have staff around the room who will write down your number. At the end of the evening, you can scan the QR code that's on your table. There are little tent cards to fulfill your pledge, or in the WJCS mugs that are on your table, there are donation forms, and you can write out a form and hand it to any staff person on your way out. We want you to feel free to give in multiples, so if you raise your bid number and you do this or you do this, we will understand that you want to do 3 of that or 5 of that, and we'll take it down.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
whatever.
use all the fingers you have. Feel free to give multiples, and also please consider giving across the categories. Seth mentioned, and I think it's very understandable, that this is a time of great uncertainty for nonprofits who are serving the greater good while relying on government grants for funding. And in fact, a number of the programs that we're featuring tonight are at risk for loss of funding. So we've always needed your support. We need your support now more than ever. WJCS serves 20,000 people. It's a big number, 20,000 people a year. We always try to remind ourselves that that 20,000 is made up of one person at a time, struggling with some issue, some challenge in their life, trying to find their strength, trying to find their resilience to build to their version of their best life. So let's start our Give for Good tonight by hearing a few stories that remind us just how critical WJCS services are as a path to that strength for our Westchester neighbors. So let's take a look.
In 2016, I came to WJCS just to get help. I lost a lot of family members, lost my apartment. I was in a dark cloud, just wanted to pull a blanket over my head, not face the reality of day-to-day life because I didn't care. I felt like I had been dealt a sour deck of life, and whatever happened, happens. I felt like I was just sinking in quicksand, like I was just about to be out of here. I wound up losing my apartment, my worldly possessions, so it was a really dark place. I just really needed to find a way out of that black cloud. I was about 10. One of my male cousins raped me, and no one was home. And for the longest time, I felt devastated, I felt ashamed, I felt embarrassed. Through therapy, I was able to tap into the best version of myself. Sometimes I would come in with some of my artwork or some of my writings, and I would share. I had someone who was non-judgmental, who could see me for me and make what was troubling me priority. Therapy became that safe haven. It became that place that I want to go to on a regular basis so that I know I can be as healthy and I can be as well as humanly possible. Coming to WJCS taught me how to maneuver through any situation or circumstance and breathe, try to meditate, think about what is happening, allow it to happen, process it, and work through it. There's a big world out here, and there's a lot of people who need help. There's a lot of people who need a chance just to live a portion of a quality of life. Going to WJCS for therapy in comparison to going to the gym is like mentally, it allows me to flex and stretch and do curls to understand the possibility of strengthening my mind when I'm challenged by all the chaos, all the craziness, that I can hit the mute button and say, I have a coping mechanism that's going to allow me to persevere through all of it. WJCS is in a class by itself, 5 stars. Life is like a jigsaw puzzle, right? And I think I had a lot of broken pieces, is why I had to come to WJCS. I look at it like I have wings now, and I can fly anywhere I want to go.
Wow. So it takes a lot of courage and strength to go on camera and share your personal journey like that. Todd told us in his story that WJCS helped give him wings. So let's encourage Todd to fly as we appreciate him and thank him and ask him to stand up and give him praise for being here tonight. Thank you, Todd. So we're asking you tonight to raise your number and to pledge $2,500 to provide therapy sessions for a neighbor in need of mental health services who doesn't have the resources or the insurance to cover the cost. Who is willing to help? 12 therapy sessions for $2,500. 415 times 2, 116 407 254 269 166.
Slow down.
495 209 179 144 170. This is amazing, guys. Thank you for all the support. 214 264 336 483 348 times 2. Thank you. 427 228 190. Thank you. 118. Thank you. Amazing.
Amazing.
That was incredible. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Let's hear from another WJCS client.
Hi, my name is Stacy, and I live in White Plains, and I'm Alice's mom. Alice was born male. She was always a very easy baby. She loved to dress up, but it wasn't really just dressing up. It was more like she was shedding her skin. She would come home from preschool and just take off all her clothing and put on whatever princess dresses we had for her. And it just felt like that was her more natural state. She was just happy in the princess dress. The conversation was always, I want to be a girl. I want to be a girl. And that was scary, but enough that we didn't freak out as much as when the conversation changed. One summer we were at her grandparents' house, and she said, I'm a girl. And I thought my throat just dropped. It was that was it. We knew the conversation was very different there, because from wanting to be and I am is a different situation. We said, this is it. We're going to make this social transition happen for her. The kids accepted it, but not all the parents. The parents did not make play dates with her. They didn't invite her to any parties. It was really, really hard. It's lonely. I had one major conversation that was really upsetting with my sister-in-law. She said, how could you want this for him? You're limiting the people who will love him. I said, I don't want this for him. I want my child to be happy. I don't think any parent wants their child to be different or, in a minor group, because you want your child to be safe. But You want your child to be happy in the end. I love going to Transparency, my every other Wednesday. It's like my therapy. If you're feeling down, maybe somebody's feeling up, everybody just knows what it's like. You rely on experiences of somebody else to help you. So if I'm going to find out information, let's say about a good doctor, a good resource, then it just only helps us. Center Lane has given Alice a resource to just feel like everybody else.
I remember my first time in Center Lane was in January of my freshman year of high school. And I didn't know anyone there, but it was just so much like warm and like welcoming energy, especially with like peers my age. And it was really fun. I had a great time, and I made a lot of friends, and of whom I'm still friends with now. It's like a space to be yourself and to be, you feel free. I get to be with who I want to be and be who I want to be. My knowledge of the LGBTQ plus community has expanded. I've learned more about myself. When there's difficult times and there's challenges we have to face, I know that like one person can, even a bunch of people, they can't take me down. They can't destroy who I am. And there's like a sense of pride in myself, knowing that I am who I am, and there's nothing anyone can do about that, no matter how hard they try.
Stacy and Alice were absolutely steadfast in their commitment to wanting to share their story with us and share it now. Alice is off doing what a high schooler should be doing. She's at her high school play rehearsal tonight. But both of Alice's parents, Stacy and Dan, are here with us tonight. Let's show our support, our allyship, our gratitude to them. Please stand so that we can thank you. WJCS Center Lane has been and remains the only center in Westchester for LGBTQ plus youth. This community is under attack. Who is willing to raise a number for $1,000 to provide LGBTQ plus youth in Westchester and their families a place to be heard, to be valued, to be supported, especially at this critical time? Thank you. I think we'll start over here. 186, 427. Thank you. Is that 146? 146.
425 in the corner. 348 times 3. Thank you so much.
453, 273, 514, 190, 119, 314, 485, 232, thank you, 116, 264, 406, 414 times 2, thank you, 254, 167, 343, 464, 403, 315, do I see two fingers? 315, thank you. 243, 495 times 2, thank you very much. 127 times 2, thank you very much. 421, 241, 179. Did I get everybody? Thank you very, very much. Let's hear our next story.
I'm Jason. I'm from Dobbs Ferry, and I currently live with my mother and father and sister. I joined Shalanu in August of 2022. My life before Shalanu was well, I don't know how to say it, maybe a little mediocre, if you know what I mean, because, I didn't have many friends. I just dropped out of college a year previously. All my friends went away to school, and it was really tough. The first Monday of the month, we go to the Fountain Line in Hartsdale, and then the second Monday of the month, we go bowling. We go to like 1 or 2 Yankee games a year, plus 1 or 2 Met games a year. Last night, we went to the movies in Rich Hill, and we saw a wonderful movie about somebody with autism, and it made me think of my struggles with autism, my disabilities, other people's disabilities, other people's challenges. When I joined Shalanu, it felt like it was in a new light. It made me feel like I could appreciate people for what they do and meet new people. It's been a lifesaver because I feel like I could trust people. It's just a really good experience. We celebrate Hanukkah, we celebrate Passover, Purim. Usually for Hanukkah, we do do Hanukkah bingo and, stuff like that. And we get to pick prizes. And it's a Jewish service followed by a discussion. We get maybe 6 or 7 Shalanu members, 2 staff, and just the rest of the synagogue members, and we just have a good time. We pray, we do a lot of other things, and it's really interesting. It really is. Last year we were in a sukkah. We read a lot of stories. We had pizza. We got to shake some lulav, some etrog's. I couldn't imagine anything better. I really couldn't. I've changed a lot. I used to be very sad. I think I finally found the program that I'm most comfortable with. And I feel like I could share anything to anybody in the group. WJCS has been amazing. It's been absolutely fantastic. Being in Shalanu has made me feel like myself.
So Jason has joined us tonight. Jason, we want to cheer you on. If you could please stand up. Jason. Thank you so much for being here. Shalanu, which means ours in Hebrew, as you saw, really is a community of belonging for young adults with special needs. It's a community that's infused with Jewish culture and practice, and on so many levels touches so many lives in such a meaningful way. So who's willing to raise a number to pledge $500 to fund 2 memberships to Shalanu for a year?
Amazing.
348 times 4. Thank you so much. 169. Thank you. 232. 116 times 2. Thank you. 471. 176. 217. 264. 2 times. 490. Thank you. Times 2. 111. Having fun. Times 2. 165, staying alive. 316, let's keep it going. 461, 223 times 2, thank you. 172, 431, 205, 448 times 2, thank you so much. 427, 327, 185, times 2. Thank you, Bruce. 229 times 2. Thank you so much. 150 times 2. Wow. 429, 334, 190, 118. This is just remarkable. Thank you. 147, 501, 406 times 2. Thank you. 411, remember we used to call that?
Yeah.
281, 187, 513, thank you, Anna. 292, thank you. 262, 120, thank you, Mike. 106, 292, thank you, Allie and Charles. 213, 250, 256, times 2. Just thinking about Lawrence Taylor with a 5-6. 297, 407, 254. Let's do it some more. 495, 209, feeling fine. 184, 166, 472 times 2. 463, 157. This is tremendous. 179, 421, having fun, times 2, twice the fun. 173, 102, 326, 323, 291, times 2. Thank you. 290, 487, 434, 402, times 2. My contacts need to be fixed. 343, 300. Mark, thank you. 481, 444. Thank you, guys. 445, 499. Wow, that was incredible.
Thanks.
Unbelievable. Jason, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to everybody in the room for your tremendous support. That was unreal.
Amazing. Let's take a look at our last story.
Elena was born in Bulgaria in 1987. She had injury during the birth. The seizures started at 1.5 years old, and at some point her seizures were about 300 a day. We made a decision to have Elena in a group home setting when she was turning 20. We both were working. We couldn't provide for Elena all the necessary support. My husband working night shifts and I working day shifts. She had very difficult teenage period to the point that she was getting violent. We decided we need more help, and living in group setting would be very beneficial for her. We were told there is a space in a group home. You have to go, see it, and take it, because if you don't take it, somebody else is gonna take it. Elena was abused in this group home in every possible way, sexually, mentally, physically, over-medicated. I was told she's getting more and more violent, and she needs more and more medications every time. A lot of things came to place, and we realized what the people in the house were doing to provide themselves with peace and quiet. We were told, you know, you can change the agency, right? I was trying to make that agency better. I didn't know we can go and look to other agencies. So our journey started, and we went to, I would say, probably 8 different agencies. And in each visit, I told the people working there, I'm gonna be watching like a hawk. The only agency that didn't care that I'm gonna be watching like a hawk was WJCS. The previous place, I wasn't allowed to speak to any parents. Right here, I can get with the parents in every possible occasion. I have their phone numbers. So transparency for me, it's gold. I can't speak enough about caring, compassion, love that she's getting from the staff, from the management, from everybody. It took me a very, very long time to build the trust. When we moved her to the agency, she was on 11 different medications. Right now, she's taking 2 at night and about 2 in the morning and vitamins. It's a big deal for me that she's allowed to have her iPad and she does the FaceTime with us. This puts us at ease. We know she's fine. She started blossoming. She is more alert, easy to talk to, more patience, with more attention to details, keeping more attention in general. She's very communicative, friendly. She's making a lot of friends right now. We can breathe. Nobody is asking to have a child with any type of disability. But it happens, and we love them, and we need them, and we have to support them. I'm radiating love for the agency. WJCS, I could say they were a life preserver for us, for the whole family.
I like to go home. I like to be with my people. I like to do karaoke music. I like to dance.
I think it's a pretty safe bet that Susan has been watching this video like a hawk. And we are here for it, Susan. Susan and Elena, please stand so that we can thank you for sharing your story. You're a movie star, Elena. We all understand how a well-maintained home filled with love and support goes from being a house to a home. Who is willing to raise a number for $180 to give the gift of home to the 89 individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities by supporting WJCS community residences? Thank you. We'll start over here. 240 times 2. Thank you.
421 times 4. Thank you. 173. 144 times 3. Thank you. 170 times 5. 179. Thank you. 177. Thank you, Corey. 166 times 8. Okay, all right. 166 times 8 for all the grandkids. Thank you, Andy. And 167, might as well make it 9. All right. Thank you. 192, thank you, times 5. Thank you. 463 times 2. 454, thank you. 160 times 5. 495 times 5. Thank you. 116 times 6. Thank you. 138 times 2, thank you. 232, 169,
264 times 5, 494, thank you, Avery. 483, 336, thank you. 176 times 2, 298, thank you, sweetie. 414 times 4, 455, 287 times 3, thank you. 474, 343, 478 times 10, thank you very much. 291 times 5, thank you. 323 times 2, 290 times 5, thank you. 402 times 2, thank you so much. 509, 498 times 3, thank you. 505, 130, 322, 308, 420, 489, 437. You want to pick up this side?
yeah. First, 225.
Wow.
235, that table is hot, on fire right now, and mazel tov on the engagement. 200, 1, 2, it really is a family here. 200, 124, 102, 127 times 2.
Thank you.
465, 345, 480 times 2. Thank you. 326, thank you. All right, thank you guys. This is amazing.
Wow.
It's just a sea of numbers. 267, 172, 432, 404, 340, 221, 186, 427 times 5, 427 going to heaven. 521, my birthday, times 2, thank you, Seth. 521 is my birthday, May 21st. 146, 453, 316, 228, times 2, thank you, Ruth. 129, 429 times 2, 335, 190, 119, 344, 182, 123, good number, 411, 148, 503, times 2, thank you so much, 202 times 3, wow.
I mean, I just want to, my script says I'm going to tell you to scan the code, fill out the form, you got it. I hope you feel what we feel. This is like a very special perch to look out to the room when that sea of numbers fly up. But I hope everyone in this room feels the generosity that is just oozing from all of you, that is just this sense of communal caring. It's really quite a remarkable experience. So thank you, every one of you. It's really amazing.
As Susan said, thank you so much for the incredible generosity in so many ways. We'd like to welcome WJCS Chief Program Officer Shannon Van Loon to the stage and WJCS 2025 Gala honoree Gillian Rittmaster to the stage as well. Thank you.
It is truly an honor to introduce Gillian, a person whose impact on our community is immeasurable. There are countless people who could speak to the profound ways in which Gillian has touched our lives, and I want to highlight just a few things that make her so exceptional. As an expert in bereavement and loss, Gillian has been a game changer in both her clinical service and her training of other therapists. She has been an unwavering support to those navigating personal tragedies and has worked tirelessly with caregivers of people suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia, and other tragic illnesses. It is in both personal and professional capacities that Gillian has become our go-to person for guidance and support. Around a year ago, when my cousin and close friend was diagnosed with a terminal illness at age 51 and given just months to live, it was Gillian I went to for guidance and support. She helped me so that I, in turn, could help my family as we navigated his illness, his death, and our bereavement. More recently, WJCS lost a beloved employee and the long-term director of our Yonkers clinic. In the weeks leading up to our clinic director's passing, it was Gillian we called on and came to meet with the Yonkers clinic team to help them navigate this loss. She once again provided her steady guidance and support and helped us all through a most difficult time. Despite her expertise and significant responsibilities she carried at WJCS, Gillian is always humble, always approachable, and deeply connected to the people she serves. Before becoming the director of Jewish programs, Gillian led health and healing services at WJCS, where her efforts were critical in establishing our organization as the vital resource it is today. Gillian embodies everything WJCS stands for. She sets the tone for what we strive to be: compassionate, highly skilled, collaborative, and deeply connected to our partners in the community. She is a leader, a caregiver, and above all, a source of profound support and strength. She represents the heart of our work and continues to inspire us all with her dedication and care. Please join me in recognizing and celebrating the incredible work and dedication of Gillian Rittmaster.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to do this. So this is a little bit different than it felt in my closet today, but I'm going to try. So I just want to thank you, Shannon, for those beautiful words. Oh, there we go. Our friendship and partnership over the past few years means the world to me. And WJCS is incredibly fortunate to have someone as smart and compassionate as you are. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Seth, WJCS's wonderful leader and head mensch. Who I can never say no to, and of course I can never say no to Shannon, for this incredible honor, and to Susan Lewin and the development team, the Gala committee, and our dedicated Gala chairs, Mindy and Andrew Feldman, Mira and Tom Fleisch, and Ricky and Barry Kaplan. I'm grateful for this honor, and I appreciate the weight and meaning of it. And I'm most grateful for the opportunity WJCS gave me to serve the community and continue to do so. I want to congratulate Joel on being honored tonight. I saw firsthand when I worked at WJCS, your dedication to WJCS was steadfast, appreciated, and certainly has made an impact, as you can see. I'm honored to share the evening with you. A special thank you to my family and friends who are here tonight supporting me and WJCS, an organization that has played such a significant role in my life. You've all followed my journey in social work and heard so much about WJCS over the years. I hope tonight gives you a deeper understanding of the profound impact the agency has had on the Westchester community and on me personally. To my children, two of whom made the journey here tonight from their new lives and careers in other states, Davis and Holly, and Will, who is currently deployed, know that your dad and I are incredibly proud of each of you. And of course, to Peter, my hubby, who didn't hesitate for a second, well, maybe he did, almost 17 years ago when I told him I was going to social work school. Thank you for being my champion and constant source of encouragement. I love you. And to all of you who have allowed me to social work you over the years, you know who you are. Thank you for being part of my life. From the moment I stepped into the WJCS Jewish Programs Department 12 years ago, I was surrounded by amazing colleagues, led by the inspiring Sherry Birnbaum. Love you, Sherry. I knew I could never truly separate myself from the work and this place. It became part of me. When I think of Westchester Jewish Community Services, one word stands out to me: community. It's the strong internal community of dedicated employees, the collaborative relationships WJCS has built with partner agencies across Westchester, and the vibrant communities WJCS has helped create and strengthen for countless Westchester residents over the years. From toddlers to older adults, WJCS is there, offering vital services and support. Throughout our lifespan, we all need community, people who are looking out for us and care for us. I really believe the greatest path to healing is human connection, and you saw that in the videos. It's this spirit of empathy and care that embodies WJCS. Over the years, I've been fortunate to witness and participate in so many examples of this deep sense of community. Our luncheons for Holocaust survivors are truly special events, brimming with joy, prayer, and of course, the horror. It's a gathering where survivors, their families, caregivers, and volunteers come together to form a tight-knit community. These are individuals, as you all know, who have endured unimaginable loss, yet continue to share their strength, stories, and warmth, creating bonds that help ease isolation and bring comfort to all. WJCS's dedication to community was evident throughout COVID. Our group homes stayed fully staffed and thriving. Our clinics continued offering virtual therapeutic support, and we ran a vaccine clinic for at-risk seniors and their caregivers, my two best days at WJCS. We facilitated bereavement groups on Zoom for those who had lost spouses and couldn't hold proper funerals or shivas. Up until this point in time, I never really believed in or understood the power of virtual connection. I was deeply moved by the way these groups provided a much-needed space for healing during such a difficult and isolating time, and for the unbelievable gratitude clients expressed for this support. I really didn't think WJCS could have stronger ties to the Westchester Jewish community, but in the aftermath of October 7th, our Jewish Programs Partners in Caring team proved it was possible. We provided support groups for parents, counseling for Jewish day school teachers, and personal check-ins with Holocaust survivors and second-generation survivors whose trauma was reactivated by the horrific events. During this challenging time, WJCS rose to the occasion with calm and compassion. I joined weekly meetings with our partners at UJA to pool resources, support the community, and uplift one another. As clinicians, we weren't just helping clients, We were suffering alongside them, and that shared trauma only deepened our connection. Personally, my greatest privilege as a social worker at WJCS was the opportunity to go into the community, facilitating support groups at the JCC Midwestchester, speaking about dementia caregiving at local churches, or assisting school-based social workers was all so very rewarding. But the greatest honor was being invited into someone's home, meeting clients where they were emotionally and physically, whether working with families facing ALS or a new dementia diagnosis. It was an immense privilege to sit in their kitchens or on their couches and share their journey. They were trusting me and WJCS to support them during some of their most difficult times. I will close today by sharing a story from one of my very first, if not my first, home visit with Judy Fink, my close colleague and friend and head of our senior programs. At the time, I was new to social work and new to WJCS. Judy and I were visiting an older gentleman, once a pillar of the community. He was now living alone, struggling with cognitive decline, disconnected from family, and facing significant financial hardship. Before we knocked on the door, Judy turned to me and said, "Just remember, we don't have a magic wand. We're going to see what's needed most and take it from there." At that moment, I thought she was right. But as we sat down with this gentleman, I quickly realized something. Judy did have a magic wand. It wasn't a wand of illusions, but one built from years of experience, dedication, and unwavering commitment. With the resources from WJCS that include support of generous grantors and the compassion of our donors, we were able to create something far more powerful than mere assistance. We created the kind of magic that transforms lives. This is the very essence of WJCS. I've seen my colleagues perform this magic time and time again, helping those in greatest need, many facing multiple challenges, stressors, traumas, connect to support and find healing through the greatest remedy of all, as I said before, human connection. So let me leave you with this. True magic does not come from a wand. It comes from the power of people coming together, lifting each other up, and creating change that truly matters. Thank you.
I'm going to present you with an award, and we're going to post what it looks like.
Oh, that was difficult.
You did amazing.
Ooh, I don't think that, oh my God, this is gorgeous.
I think she's going to take it this way. Where? This way, do you want me? I think we pose for a picture with you. Oh, that's okay.
And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Rabbi Creditor and WJCS board member and 2025 Gala honoree, Joel Beckman.
I want to be Joel Beckman when I grow up. I was planning on saying that, but then over the course of tonight's emotional sharing, the overwhelming privilege of being a rabbi in this room and witnessing what it is to be part of a people that shows up not just with generosity, of course with generosity, but with heart and devotion, with a recognition that this is why we are. Westchester is where we are, Jewish is why we are, and community services is what we are called to do in the world. What an amazing thing it is to be able to honor my dear friend, a champion in our community, someone who with his wife Sherry and with your beautiful family has welcomed my family into your home and shared learning. Not only learning, Joel calls for more learning. And when there are issues in the world, and there are always issues in the world, we often have conversations about what does Judaism call us to do in the world. That's what we all know we're supposed to do, but how many of us take time beyond the extra time we've already given to community causes and ask not just a rabbi, but a friend in the most vulnerable of ways, how are we supposed to act today? What a great question. And given that this is the week that leads into Pesach, into Passover, we are called, based on the experience of having been othered in Egypt, to never miss an image of God. No matter who they love, or how they grow, or what they need, the image of God is the definition of being human. And our world seems to be forgetting that so quickly. We need WJCS and all of the values that it embodies if we are to retain our humanity, which I know has no better exemplar than my friend. We say in tradition, this teaching, when the ark that held the tablets of the covenant was dedicated, it was designed with gold on the outside and gold on the inside. And the rabbis ask, why was there gold on the inside? I understand the glitz and the glamour and the privilege of channeling God's energy in this world. Before I continue the teaching, it's beautiful to show up beautifully in the world. That's not less a manifestation of God's image than our eyes. Showing up with dignity is part of how we bring that forward. But the question is, why did the inside of the ark need to be coated with gold? No one was going to see it. It remained theoretically invisible to the world. And the rabbis have a phrase which I believe is the definition of Joel Beckman. Tocho kivaro, because the inside is supposed to match the outside. I asked a few of our friends, including Neil Sandler and Penny Goldsmith, and a few other people who've known you for some time. And they each said the same thing, which is that everyone says the same thing about you. We should all aspire to be known as the same person, no matter the context. Curious, with integrity, with devotion, with strength, with endurance, and with a capacity for love that matches the needs of the day. There are countless other things I could say, but it wasn't hyperbole. I have role models in this world, and especially when they show up with humility, I know that I've chosen well. For us to be able to celebrate the unmistakable humanity of a very human is itself an incredible privilege. And so it is my honor and yours to recognize our hero and our friend, Joel Beckman.
You know, after that, I probably should say nothing and just say thank you very much. Just to go off script a little bit, Gillian, I can't imagine that was better in the closet. That was really spectacular. Help me open this up.
Sure.
There we go. Thank you so much. Amazon for $26. The other thing that I wanted to say was that I thought the Gift for Good videos were really spectacular. I mean, they were very moving to me. They must have been very moving to you. WJCS is really a very special organization. So thank you, Rabbi Creditor, my teacher, my friend. As I like to say, that was just the way my mother would have said it. And thank you to WJCS for this wonderful honor. Most importantly, congratulations to my co-honoree, Gillian Rittmaster, for sharing this evening with me, and for all you do on behalf of WJCS. It really makes a difference, and it is so special. Please let me spend a moment thanking the people who helped make this night so special. Thank you to our event chairs, Mindy and Andy Feldman, Mira and Tom Fleisch, and Ricky and Barry Kaplan. Your tireless work is reflected in the beauty of this evening, and many thanks to all the members of the Gala Committee and all of my fellow directors. Special thanks, I know she had to leave because she was not feeling well, to Penny Goldsmith, who first introduced me to WJCS many years ago and has been my Sherpa and close friend for many years. Thank you as well to Susan Lewin, Amanda Garfinkel, Jennifer Kaplan, and the rest of the development team who made this evening possible. Now, to say the least, I am thrilled to have my family here tonight. As you know, one of my sons, Stephen, is also on the WJCS board, and his wife, Amanda, is here as well. Thank you both for all of you do to support your own and my work with WJCS. My other son, Jake, and his wife, Elisa, are also here. I'm truly, truly blessed to have their commitment to our family's charitable efforts. And finally, and most importantly, and each time I practice this, I felt it, and I had to say it. To my wife, Shari, who has been by my side since I was 17 years old. And truly has made all of this possible. I love you and thank you every day. Now, to talk about tonight's real honoree, WJCS. I've been involved with many organizations over the years, and I am truly in awe of the breadth of services that WJCS provides to our community. Truly in awe. As most of you know, WJCS is the largest social services agency in Westchester, helping over 20,000 people. But do you realize that WJCS has over 80 separate programs? From outpatient mental health and trauma services to support for pregnant teens. By the way, I still can't get my arms around this. It's so extraordinary. From promoting early literacy and healthy child development to providing critical services to our elderly. From working with LGBTQ+ youth to helping people suffering from bereavement. From offering emotional and social support to Holocaust survivors, to providing preteens with after-school programs, from providing community residences for disabled adults, to helping people suffering from chronic illness and caregiver stress. The list goes on and on. I'm sure that I was going to go on and on. And is seemingly endless. This is all made possible by the exceptional work and dedication of the enormously talented WJCS staff, many of whom are with us tonight. It is impossible to say enough about Seth Diamond, our CEO, Shannon Van Loon, our Chief Program Officer, Pat Lemp, our Chief Clinical Officer, and the rest of the senior staff at WJCS. Their leadership and guidance are exceptional, and their commitment to Tikkun Olam, repairing the world, is unwavering. It is amazing what they do, but also amazing how much there is to be done right here in our Westchester community. The entire WJCS staff is truly committed and dedicated to making our world a better place. And it is all of you, who make this possible. Unfortunately, and as Seth highlighted earlier, WJCS is facing very perilous times that can directly affect our client base. Approximately $40 million, or over 70% of our budget, comes from either Medicaid or the federal government. As you know, these are very much at risk at this moment. At the same time, and sadly, WJCS has had to deal with rising anti-Semitism. A swastika was painted at one of our facilities just recently. Can you imagine? This is the world we live in. The challenges of our times for people of all backgrounds are very real and significant. But time and again, WJCS demonstrates courage, leadership, and resilience as an agency, qualities that it fosters in all of its clients who are given the tools, strength, and confidence to lead better lives. Many of us are very lucky, and it is our great fortune to be able to help those who need our assistance to live their best lives and realize their full potential. Thank you to WJCS for allowing me to play a small role in helping them to do this. And thank you again for being here tonight to honor WJCS and the people of this wonderful, wonderful organization who are helping to repair the world. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I know you're ready to go home. I'm just going to say hello. My name is Amanda Garfinkel, for those I don't know. This has been quite an introduction to my new position at WJCS, and I hope you feel the same way. I now know what Susan Lewin means about being at this special perch, and I'm just so humbled to be here. As we close out the evening, I just wanted to remind everyone to fulfill your pledges by scanning the QR code or filling out the forms on your table. Be sure to hand your forms to a WJCS staff person like me, or anyone else you find on the way out. Thank you to Susan Lewin again for this tremendous evening, and to my new team. You did an excellent job. And thank you to everyone in the room. Let's continue to make a lasting impact together. Thank you, and have a great night.